One interesting fact about communications within the team. My apparel merchandiser has been dealing with one of the good factories. It's been successful business with them. And suddenly the buyer said that I want to expand into home textiles and I would like to buy a quilt and some coasters. The merchant were very comfortable with that factory and they were also doing something for their buyer from some other buyers, and she said we can do it in this factory itself. However, my textile merchant was very keen to get this customer and he said that why can't I also serve this customer and I can bring the textile factories to come in this business and we can do a lot better. Now what happened is the sampling was done with the apparel factory, and since both of them are working together, we decided, okay, let's get the quotation from two different factories. One is an apparel factory also doing some kids quilt for their other customers, so they can also give us a quilt quotation. And meanwhile, the textile merchandiser will also get quotations from the textile factories, and we will compare who's the better one for our customers. And that's our job as a sourcing consultant, as their supply chain manager. We get the best deal for our customers. During the entire 1.5 months of product development, I could see a lot of competition between these two, a lot of communication issues. For example, it was supposed to be a sample to be sent by the apparel factory to the buyer, and as usual, we always have counters. And it was decided in the meeting that the counter will go to the other factory, which is textile factory, and we'll get a quotation from them. Since it's our own designs, it's a printing is our own, everything is owned by the customer, it's our right to get quotations from different factories. But my apparel merchandiser was really hesitant to do it. Eventually, there was a time when the textile merchant had to raise this point in the meeting and said, unless I get the sample done, I cannot get an apple to apple comparison from my textile factory. I was really happy to get this competition between my team. And one thing which came to this as a communication was the body language. They both were aggressive. They both wanted their factories to get business and eventually serving the common customer. And they could understand that it's a healthy competition. I am sure behind my back, they must be having a lot of pulls and pulling back to each other. But eventually the story ended very well. We could eventually do that quilt order with the apparel factory itself. They were very competitive, and that was one more learning from there, that once you create a competition, people compete, and when they compete, they give you better prices and better quality. So that kind of healthy communication is very well deserved, and it has to be there in your team. Thank you so much.